Hi guys, well it's about 20 to 9, something like that. I've just seen a customer. Um, oh God, he was only a young lad, bless him, and he messaged me on WhatsApp through my advert, and he said I want to have really rough sex. Um, can you manage that? Or I'm a working girl. I say yes to everything till you get here. Um, when he got here. You couldn't even get a fucking hard on about he wanted to bloody bang me all over. I do know, you know. I mean, what's this all about? They always want to go from behind. They don't get it from behind with me because that's too much work. I am the shittest prostitute that ever walked the earth. I know I am. I don't get no returning customers. I had one knock the other day. He's rung my phone. Um, he's come out of the lift. I've realised that I had an argument with him last time on another number on a different advert. I've just shut the door on him. What else can I fucking do? But no, I'm not very good at what I do. Not anymore. I mean, I stopped working for a while, for quite a long time, because I just wasn't well. I'm not well enough now, really. But you have to, cost of living and all that, you know. But anyway, so what I thought I would talk about today is prison. Now, I've been to prison, and I used to, well, only what men's prisons, I've heard about all them, I have friends who's gone to prison. My brother, God, he was institutionalized, and so I never really, if they'd have sent me to a man's prison, I don't think I'd have gone on the run for quite as long as I did. So I don't know why I'm looking on this because it's fucking battery's gone. So anyway, I used to think, this is what my thought was. This is because I've watched Prison Cell Block H. For those of you who probably can't remember Cell Block H, okay, it was just a really rough prison, in Australia. So bad girls even, grew up with bad girls. So my worst fear in life was going to prison. When I got to court, and you have like a pre-sentence report, and the probation officer said, what would you do, Victoria, if you were sentenced to prison? I said, I'd fucking kill myself. Well, anyway, so I went on the run, because like I said, my worst fear in life, I used to think that some big beefy lesbian is going to want to lick me pussy for free. I'm going to want to charge her a gram of gold in Virginia. It were not like that. It were like fucking Butlins with no beach. I loved it. I loved it. It saved my fucking life. That's what prison did for me. That's the only thing the prison did to me. No, in fact, no, I'm lying. It isn't. It at the time, I was on the run, so I ended up losing my house due to rent arrears. I could have gone to court and fight and I probably would have won. I mean, they don't really evict you, do they, now, really? You just still start paying it back. But I was on the run because I'd go to court, and as my sister says, I said, what do you think's going to happen? She said, I think I'm going to send you to prison. I said, fuck that, I've got no plug, love, I'm off. I ain't going in no prison with no drugs. I need something. But anyway, they caught me with nothing anyway, in the fucking end, the bastards. But little prison sentence, I got 18 week. And when you go in, you kind of put in for tag. I mean, I've never been to prison. I've had no experience of it whatsoever, apart from bad girls. So at that time, I put straight in for tag as soon as I could. Anyway, I've settled in now. I had, at the time when I went in, I spent a Christmas in there. It's not punishment, I'll tell you now. It's not punishment. You've got TV in your room, you've got phones in your room, you can buy from the fucking Argos catalogue, you can rent DVDs. It's not punishment. I don't think, I mean, for little sentences, like, your little daft shoplifting, and mine were driving while banned on bail, driving a vehicle twice with no insurance and things like that. I mean, it got dealt with. I got probation, The reason I actually went to prison is because I breached probation. I mean, what was I meant to do? They gave me probation, and I said, well, how the bloody hell am I going to get there? They fucking gave me a bus pass. I do not do public transport, so obviously I didn't go, and I breached it. And that was like, icing on the cake sort of thing. I mean, people come out of prison when they're on short little ones like that, and they just go back to drugs, because you've got to want to come off them. I think, even though it doesn't overly bother you when you're in prison, surprisingly enough, it doesn't. And I think it's because you can't get it. I mean, you can get it, but it's not worth getting, And in a woman's prison, from my experience in Newhall, it wasn't rife like it used to be in men's prisons. It really wasn't. There was awful subtext, snorting subby and stuff. But I think what should happen, instead of being sent to prison, you should be sent to rehab, and should be given that chance, because it's not just, getting you off drugs. That actually doesn't take that long, but you've got to change the whole way of life. You've got to move out of the area to even stand a chance. So you need to go to a detox, and you need to go to a rehab, because detox is where they will detox you, give you medication, and you'll get over the withdrawal symptoms. And then you've got rehab, where it's like it's a live-in residential place, and it'll be, the other side of the country. And you live over, you go in for, like, say, sometimes you go in for a couple of years. Sometimes people go in for a few months. Everyone's different, and then excuse me, and then they rehouse you somewhere, where you might stand a chance. And that's what I think they should do. But who am I? I'm just a junkie who sits here and makes videos for YouTube. Right, guys, I'm gonna pop this one up. Please give me some comments, because I'm getting more views, and the views are going up every day, and I so appreciate it. I just want to say thank you for looking. I hope you do watch these videos to the end. I can rant on, but I'm just going to tell you now. I'm going to touch a few subjects. I'm going to tell you exactly about where I used to live. I'm going to tell you about my sugar daddy. I'm going to tell you about what else am I going to tell you about? I'm going to tell you about a customer who died on me. Big bone fucking Barry. In fact, I'll tell you about that in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned.